Well, I've just discovered the morning show's page on the Dropbox. I'm going to have to reinvestigate that. There might be some, David, we may have some nuggets to mine.
I was like,
huh?
wait, is that me talking about cookies?
Apparently so.
Huh. Okay.
You can tell Otto's not in the mood to be doing updates today. Oh, boy.
He didn't know that what you were going to hit him with.
That was some C-minus work.
Well, you hit him with a couple knuckleballs. He wasn't ready for those new drops.
We're going to get – I've got something I think interesting for 3 o'clock because on the heels of yesterday's show, we talked about, all right, how did the Tigers kind of elevate, get to this World Series level, talk about, what people wanted. And everyone is like, look, they got to have a bold offseason. We got to add some serious players. I've got the cost of admission to do that. So we'll do it at 3 o'clock. I wanted to start with something you and I were talking about a few minutes ago. I think it's a good conversation.
I thought the breakdown of Megalopolis.
Nah. Did you actually watch it?
I did not.
All right. Once you do, let me know. I want to see how Coppola lost his fortune. But no, I think it's a good conversation. I think it's an easy way to start a Thursday, and I think everybody can participate. Guys, when we plan the show every day, obviously our job is to talk about the things you guys want to hear about. We try to you put a show together with the idea of what does the audience really want to hear. And then, you got to blend it a little bit with the stuff you want to do. Much more the former than the latter. But we were talking, and I said, man, Rico at different points in his career and certainly in my, 21 years down here, you've seen a real forceful change in the last couple of years regarding the placement of college football on the airwaves here at 97.1. And what I mean by that is, as the Lions have gotten good, really good, and the changes in college football have kind of coincided with that, there's this, Venn diagram here of like Lions interest here. College football feels like we're attempting to talk double-A baseball. And I don't even want to say the old days. A couple years ago, remember how our Tuesdays used to be a college football day?
Yeah.
It's not anymore.
Because people would be like, well, how come you won't talk college? We'll talk Lions on Monday.
Right.
College Tuesday. Well, think about Michigan State week.
Nothing. And some of that is because MSU can't live up to their end of the bargain, but point taken.
But, Mike, there's been years where MSU didn't live up to their end of the bargain, but we still were able to talk about them during that week.
Yes. But even now, today is kind of one of those in-between days. Tomorrow's a football Friday. You have the World Series, but no one here really cares. But, you're searching for a college football topic, you can't. I mean, we have a couple of talkers, Matt Rule's extension, or, another day of punching the bag of Cool Whip that is Jonathan Smith. That's fine. I'll do that every day. I don't give a damn. That's like a morning bran muffin for Estelle Getty. Oh, we get to make fun of Jonathan Smith? But here's my question. Has the Lions getting good been the thing that has hurt your interest in college football? The fact is, for decades, the Lions were toilet paper. They were awful. Mm-hmm. So you loved college football, especially Michigan. I mean, certainly Don Canham's arrival in the 60s, coinciding with the Lions basically disappearing. Michigan became the pro team of Metro Detroit. I think that's a very reasonable opinion. But Michigan State, look, the Lions getting good. It just feels like college football. It's not even in the back seat. It's in the trunk. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to hear from the people, because if you're going to tell me your interest hasn't waned, I think you're in the minority. Now, if you want to say your interest has waned more because of the changes in college football, I can accept that. I can wrap my mind around that. But I do think the Lions, the excitement, the premium product they are, the fact of they have players good enough to hand $180 million to routinely, the fact that they get all the primetime games, the fact that America loves them, the fact that your coach is as big of a celebrity coach in this town. He rivals Chuck Daly at his peak. He rivals Bo Schembechler.
Bro, he's in national commercials telling you to go for two.
He is that guy. I really would like to know how much the Lions getting better has taken from your – how much has Sundays taken from your Saturdays? I knew I'd figure out the words eventually.
There we go.
Look, I need the caffeine. I'll get there. Let me catch up.
Okay.
You're you're living the 313 life. You're rocking this aggressive sweatshirt. You're mean. You're projecting. You called David some horrible names. This is a very exciting Thursday.
Hey, man, it's that grit life, man.
Grit life.
We don't come out after the sixth inning.
Okay, we're not doing that again today, are we? 248-539-9797. But, again, if you want to tell me it's the changes to the college game, I am not going to yell it. In no way. I'm not yelling about any of this. None of this is serious enough. But I think the Lions getting better is a big part of it.
I think the Lions getting better is the biggest part of this, Mike, because normally it used to be the Lions were, well, it was same old Lions. They'll find a way to disappoint you. And you got your highs on Saturday. Your team would win, and then you cross your fingers on Sunday. Let's pray to God. Let's see what dumb thing the Lions would do just to tick off your weekend. But then all of a sudden it flipped, and it went from, look, because Michigan had its time where it was good. State was time where it was good. But the Lions, through it both time periods, not so good.
Rico, Michigan has a chance to make the playoffs, and they get no airtime on this station. We employ their play-by-play voices. Yeah. They don't get talked about. You know why? Nobody cares.
Right.
Because you know who the master of the straw poll is? Doug.
Oh.
No, it's Doug. Doug is all about getting people, like, what topics are going to cap. That's why they do stuff we don't do. Look, the whole point I'm making is they know they can't bring up Michigan football.
No, because you know why? The Super Bowl trumps the college football playoffs. And right now, you have a Detroit team that's doing something, Mike, that Detroiters have lived their entire life waiting for. And they're good. And now the Lions have your total undivided attention. You're dialed in, you're focused. And college football, man, I hate to say it, but man, it might as well be Friday Night Lights.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like you're trying to bring up a high school game. I mean, look, Michigan State, the only reason we bring it up is firing the coach. Now, that'll always play. But if you're just joining, I feel like whether it's 1% or 100%, you're somewhere there. I don't think anyone has the same passion for college that they had even 3 years ago. No. Today. So how much has it affected you, and what is that? Because I think the Lions I'm with Rico on this. You could talk changes in college football, but it's the Lions because the Lions are premium. The Lions are one of the best teams, maybe the best team in the NFL. They have star power.
They're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. You know the players. Right. You don't have to worry about somebody transferring in the third quarter.
Right. And there's celebrations where you got Superman leaping over Spider-Man. It's like all types of stuff going on with this team. Heck, and even when they lose their coordinators, the new ones come in and they're just as good or even better.
Versus college, which has become largely a nameless, faceless product.
Yeah.
And it's okay, now I don't want to make this about me going Clint Eastwood, Gran Torino, and bitching about college football. I don't. But can we just say from a quality standpoint, I think the quality of college football has fallen off a cliff. Why? Too many new faces in new places, no scheme familiarity, no continuity, no development. Mm-hmm. It's crap.
I'm not.
No, not you.
No, I'm not, Mike. I'm not fighting this battle.
But I don't want to hurt the audience.
No, but I think that adds to the fact of, I think, A, the Lions winning and winning big, and you've never seen this before if you lived in this city. That's at the top. But two, or B is, yeah, you know who Gibbs is, and he'll be on the team next year. And the year after, Aiden just re-up. He'll be here for about 2030, 2040, 20, whatever.
2040? What kind of deal did we just sign?
2032 or whatever. But what I'm saying is, you don't know if star player will be star player for your team next year. So where it used to be, okay, we got this freshman. I mean, Michigan was the king of wait till you see this guy. Wait till you see this guy. Now it's, okay, we got a guy, and then he may not be here next year.
248-539-9797. David, you tell me.
See, you just spoke on the reasoning for me. Because NFL has always been number one for me because of the quality of play, because they're professionals. They look better at what they're doing. And college has never been to that level to me. And now that you're paying them, I'm expecting that level. I'm never going to get it. So I would rather have NFL on Saturdays and NFL on Sundays. Give me Lions both days. That's really what I would want. I can't ever
don't get Roger
that.
Goodell excited.
But-
He's probably got designs on it.
I want
That happens
quality.
starts December. You get Saturday games.
Quality has gone downhill since the transfer portal.
So because they get paid, you expected them to
I'm
play
expecting
better.
NFL, and I'm not going to get the play like the NFL because they're college. I'm never going to get that play.
David, if you pay Cass Tech, they still Cass Tech.
But they're Cass Tech. It's always been quality of play for me, and it's gone even further downhill. So
I'll tell you
that's
one
my
thing, you better
deterioration.
Get your kid out of Canton with quality.
No, I'm not doing that. Although a
David,
conversation.
I can broker the deal in 10 minutes.
No,
we can get him up out of there.
No. Of what the coach is doing there.
Your kid has outgrown that program.
We're not doing this. He's not going to call me. That's enough. We're moving
I
on.
think we got Coach Marv on line 10. If you know, you know.
That's what Rico and I are going to do. We're quitting radio. We're just going to become NIL agents. We're just becoming like matching velour suits, and we're just going to hand bags of money to kids. Whee! All right. We'll get to your phone calls, get some ticket texts. I have got a cornucopia of ways for the Tigers to spend money this offseason. You have to tell me whether you want any of it. Okay. And we're going to have Rico guess the values of some of these players. That's going to be a treat. Lots to do. Shout out to Kenny for whoring us out today. Rico?
All right. Well, you know what?